Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel 4 and we are of course on the Pentacle with the reunion to call off all other reunions because this is one of the most remarkable ones. And yes, there are a few people from our past that we aren't seeing here, like some of you said in the comments, but I'm hoping somewhere down the line in the future games that I haven't gotten to yet, we might see them there. A guy can hope, right? But for now, let's continue on with, well, the meetings. Sounds like the meeting is over. Ooh, did we get a chance to talk to Chloe and Cassius?
Oh, you there, young man.
You're Rean Schwarzer, correct?
We are. Yes, that's right. I am honored to make your acquaintances.
As am I. Stories of the Ashen Chevalier have certainly made their rounds across Calvin. Though I suppose not all of those stories paint you in the best light.
That's perfectly understandable. However, I hear you single-handedly destroyed a number of our tanks and gunship without killing those within. That was quite a feat, which piqued my curiosity. I see how why Lady Mildine, Princess Elvin and General Le Guin hold you in such high esteem. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Please accept my apologies for your tanks, it was nothing personal. You've also played part in the Northern War, didn't you? Remefaria and Northumbria have been on friendly terms for quite a long time. It pains me greatly we could not do anything to help them. Your involvement contributed to a significant reduction in casualties among their citizens, though. You give me way too much credit. I wasn't acting alone. Oh, no need to be so humble. I hear stories about you from refugees who fled to Remefaria when Northumbria was incorporated into the Erebonian Empire. Well, modesty is a fine trait, but it starts to grate when people downplay their achievements. Acknowledge your importance. You're the person whose action may very well decide the fate of the world, after all. Oh, there's plenty of time until dinner. If you'd like to chat some more, I'll be in my room. Since the acting Duke Alberea and the fellow from the Inspectorate are here, why not invite them along as well? I've already informed them. I will also be retiring to my room until dinner. Feel free to come and see me if you wish. I'd like to speak with Lloyd too. I'll go and tell him.
I was wondering when we'd finally get the chance to meet.
Me too. Lieutenant General Bright, I've heard much about you from Master Kafai. I don't think I've had a chance to introduce myself to you either, Your Highness. I am Rean Schwarzer, son of Baron Theo Schwarzer and disciple of the Adelise One Blade School. I currently work as an instructor of Fort Thor's Military Academy branch campus. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Oh, no. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. In a way, this feels closer to a reunion than a first meeting. Perhaps it's due to all the tales I've heard about you from Tita and Josette. And from Prince Olivert as well.
I'm honored to hear that. What happened to Olivert was truly heartbreaking. He had his grand vision, you see. It wasn't only with Erebonia's best interest in mind, but those of the entire continent. Yes, he was a great man. Victor and Tova were good friends of mine as well. Their deaths have dealt a heavy blow to Erebonia. I'd even say it was still felt by the whole continent. But now we must carry on without them. Even if that involves committing to something they most certainly would have never approved of. If you'd like, why don't you stop by for a chat for a bit before dinner? Cassius, you wanted to talk to Estelle, didn't you? Yes, the others as well. Ren, Tida, Agit. Please do come along, Rean. We could reminiscence about Master Kafai together. Oh, I'll definitely stop by.
Oh, Rean! There you are!
Oh, hello, Princess Alvin. Are you alright? Oh, of course. I was a little shocked about the topics of discussion, but I suppose it's good we were able to talk about all those pressing issues. Princess, I see. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't reveal the intended skill when I invited you, Princess. I trust you understand this was an inevitable reality. Your presence here was of the utmost importance. Oh yes, I am well aware of my responsibilities. With neither father nor my brothers available, it falls on me to represent the Imperial family and remain informed of the current situation. Would you be so kind as to share some of that information with us at dinner? That is the plan. We could use more input on the matter at hand. We'll all be cooperating, of course. Bracers, the special support section, and representative of Thor should make their voices heard too. We'll need to know they intend to position themselves between Operations Jormungandr and Mil Mirage. Oh, dinner won't be served for a while though. Princess Alvin, Elise, don't you join me for tea? You may join as well, instructor, but the topic of discussion will most likely not interest you. Give no easily, you embarrass. I can never tell if you're joking, Muse, but tea sounds good to me. Oh yeah, count me in too. Oh, maybe Claudia could join us? Yes, I'll extend an invitation to her. Instructor Rean, will you be coming? Oh, please do. If you insist. I'll see you in a bit. Alright. There's still time to chat with the attendees before dinner. I might want to speak with the President and Prince Elward. There's Lieutenant General Bright too. People have moved to new locations. The main story will progress once you see the required sub-events. Some optional content will become unavailable once you progress in the story. Ooh, so there is something optional here? I am intrigued. Okay, so instead of everyone having quest above their head, it's now like an optional doors and something like that. Alright. As before, let's go up first. Cassius is on the top floor of my list of people to speak with. He should be in the liberal waiting room. Okay, so that's a no-go. He's very focused on Cassius, apparently. Alright, I'm going. It seems that the meeting have concluded. Very well, we'll soon serve you dinner. The top chef of Erebonia prepared a true feast. I am certain you will be delighted. I'm sure I will. Prince Albert is staying in this room. He is currently being interviewed by a reporter from Crossbell. Okay. Someone is talking on the other side of the door. Oh wowzers, an exclusive interview like this sure makes my day. What are your thoughts on developments since the trade conference 2 years ago? And what's your take on the recent incident in their principality? Well, I've answered those questions for the ardent press before. Oh, Grace, was it? Listen, Grace, it is all very well that you're so motivated, but you should think your questions through beforehand. Somehow it hurts that much more being told off by a stunningly beautiful woman. Sounds like they're in the middle of a spirited conversation. Anyway, let's visit the liberal waiting room for now. Yeah, but not before we see these two events. This is supposed to be a safe neutral zone, but I still think President Rocksmith is taking too much of a risk. He wouldn't listen to his advisors warning him against taking part in this meeting. He came anyway. We will protect him at all costs, of course, but if only he were more circumspect in his actions. President Rocksmith, in your opinion, how's the prognosis for Calvert looking? Not too bad, I'd say, for now. Lady Mildean's sharp intellect is truly something to be feared, isn't it? The situation being as it is, I am determined to see things through on my end. Oh, President Rocksmith. What the new party does with the country once it's in their hands, though, I really can't say. I might as well, I have some information that could be of interest to you. Rocksmith's term is nearly over. I shouldn't interrupt their conversation, I'll come back a bit later. Definitely. I would love to have a hand in that. This is the SSS waiting room. I can hear people chatting inside. I should speak with Cassius. He's in the Liberals waiting room. Okay, let's go there. We tried everything we could, and we're not allowed anywhere but to Cassius. Chloe, how are you? Oh, I'm well, thanks. I haven't seen you in 3 months. It's good to see you again, Joshua, Ren. And you guys. It's been a while. Tita and I saw you in Grensel before we set off for Erebonia. Oh, I'm so happy to see you again. It was the same for us, but we headed to Calvert instead. Oh, how's the Queen? Very well, thanks for asking after her. She couldn't have attended with all the attention around her right now. That's why she sent me in her stead. I see. She needed someone trustworthy to represent her. But if these talks are so crucial, why didn't Julia and Zeke come along? Well, I imagine some urgent matters kept them busy. Zeke hardly has a moment to spare, working as a messenger. I see. Based off that, I suppose I have an idea what's going on. Yeah. I doubt people were just making small talk over tea and biscuits in there. Can you share anything with us, Dad? We haven't seen each other in half a year, and it's straight to business, with neither hello nor hug. I suppose a father can't hope for love and affection from his daughter once she's left the nest and become independent. Oh, don't guilt-trip me for not being all sugary sweet. You seem well anyway. You too, Sunshine. Joshua, everything alright? Yes, all's going well. So, you're Chloe's bodyguard today, Dad? Oh, don't tell me that you're here for all you're here for. I won't believe it. Well, have some patience. Everything will be revealed soon enough. Ren, did you get taller? You've grown a lot since I last saw you. I'm only taller by 5, Reg. I'll catch up with Tita at this rate. Oh, no, please don't. It took me so long to stop looking like a kid. Don't worry, Tita, you're still growing. You're only 16. Estella just joined the braces when she was your age. It feels like it was only yesterday we were traveling around Liberal together. Oh, I was a sky bandit back then. You might be older now, Estelle, but you're as happy-go-lucky as ever, I see. Oh, that's not the worst thing in the world, is it? As for you, Josette, even grown up, you never lost that little urchin attitude. Oh, it's part of my personal identity, you see? Hey, Tina, I hear you've been making a name for yourself. Your grandfather had nothing but praise for you. Apparently, though, your mom worries about you a lot. Aww, she's just a worrywart. I'll write her a letter to let her know I'm fine. I already messaged her to tell her everything's okay. Well, she mentioned something about Agit getting his comeuppance next time she sees him too. She said she was drafting a new research project involving human test subjects. What? Oh, Mom. Oh, it's like the good old times again. That reminds me, Estelle. Did you see Zin when you were in Calvert? I did. It was just before I came to Erebonia. He asked me to pass messages for him to my dad and a few others. Oh, brilliant. They've got lots to talk about. I don't want to interrupt their fun. I should come back later. Oh, hello, Instructor Rean. Rean, sorry we're so caught up in catching up. We didn't mean to exclude you. Don't be shy, boy. Come and join us. Sure, if you don't mind. Nice little chats between the individuals. And all the questions they just wanna ask. You seem to be enjoying yourselves. But that's no surprise when good friends get together. Hey, they bonded during the orbital shutdown phenomenon. It's regrettable Oliver is no longer with us and Sherigard has gone missing as well. Regardless, we must stay focused on what's ahead of us and try to remain optimistic. Wise words. By the way, I'm happy to see you, Rean. Master Kafai has been telling me about you. This young man has even more potential than you, Cassius. I'm sure that's not true. He must have been teasing you. Besides, there are so many complicating factors now. Oh? Are you speaking of your background? I've heard of it, and I'm aware of the cause of your altered appearance too. Don't worry too much about what you can't change, Rean. And by the way, I got a letter about you a month ago from a certain man on an eastward journey. You don't mean Master Kafai? But I was still in prison then. Yes, so I hear. Oddly enough, it was foretold in a letter. Whether it was prophecy or just a wild guess, I cannot tell. A frighteningly accurate prediction. What was the letter about exactly? That's the thing, Rean. In the light of the current situation, I'm afraid I cannot tell you yet. It's not the right time nor the place. But to give you a rough idea, the letter regards mastery of our school of swordsmanship. In this time of turbulence, become that flashing blade which illuminates this darkness even if for the briefest of moments. Once I have returned from the east and we have reunited, I shall impart you my final teachings. The forms our master passed on to me are the first, Helix, and the seventh, Void. You, however, seem to be trying to touch on all 7 forms, and in doing so go beyond even Void. You understand how difficult such a feat will be, don't you? Of course. With the way I am now, I'm not confident I could ever achieve it. But you're right, this isn't the place to discuss it. Just keep it in mind. We'll come back to it later. I'll relay our master's message for you once the circumstances are right. We've yet to see where today's talks lead to. But a time when great determination and sacrifice are needed is no doubt to come. I'll be ready for it. Aww, they got on like a house on fire. Yeah, you couldn't tell they've only just met. Having something unique in common, like their fighting styles, bring people together. I'm feeling a bit jealous now. Look like we're the outsiders. Oh, I totally get that though. I get, are you feeling left out too? Nah, why would I care? Excuse me for butting in, I'm from the Crossbell Times. Could you please spare some time for a really quick interview? Oh, Your Grace. Serious about your job, I see? I bet Niall and Dorothy gave you their list of questions for the attendees too. Cassius and Claudia agreed to the interview. Rean and the others excused themselves to give them some privacy. Everyone's been moving around. There's still time to chat with the attendees before dinner. People have moved to new locations. The main story will progress once you see the required sub-events. Some optional content will become available once you progress the story. Alright, and as always, Ah, now they all have marks above their head, so now the rounds actually start. These are still the same. Are we allowed upstairs now? Yes, we are. Good. Let's have a check who's in there. Oh, I can hardly maintain my composure. No discussions deciding the continent's fate took place right here just a short while ago. However, shaken as I am, I cannot let it show or adversely affect my work. I'll perform my daily tasks with as much diligence as usual. I can hardly maintain my composure. Anything else here? There's no indicator of it. Good. Shall I talk to them first and then pick a side? We might as well. Oh! I spy with my little eye Rean Schwarzer, Princess Elvin's trusted friend and sister of the Ashen Chevalier. You're friends with Lady Mildine too, aren't you? We need to talk. If you have questions about my friends, I'd rather you talk to them directly. I'm no gossip. Oh, I wouldn't try to drag out any embarrassing stories about your friends. Nothing of the sort. You're a reporter from Crossbell? So she's your next target on the hunt for a big scoop. Aww, don't make me sound like some fierce predator. The only thing ferocious about me is my intellect. Hold on, aren't you Ash Carbide? The guy who shot the Emperor? Oh, what's the truth behind the story? How does it feel to pull the trigger? Oh crap, what did I get myself into? Oh my gosh, and the tall gentleman, is that the 8th Dominion of the Grosritter? There are several topics I'd love to interview in depth about. Not that I'm totally in the dark about what you've been doing. Was he, Kevin, and Reese have already spilled some of the beans? Did they now? Don't be shy, I don't bite. Seems like this is the party corner. Oh, brilliant. Here comes the hero to join us. This is perfect. Let's go to that empty room over there so we can all talk in private. I'm not against an interview myself, but I'd much rather you didn't have my friends and family for one. Sorry. I got a little ahead of myself there, I guess. But if there's anything you could tell me that I could quote in my report, like maybe just a short comment from each of you? That's not unreasonable, sure. Dude, speak for yourself. What if I gave her dirt on you? Oh, you're being a little overprotective. Typical Rean, really. Oh, even a super short interview or just a few words from you that I could publish would be fantastic. I may have to sit on it for a while, but it will come out in print eventually, one way or another. Do you promise not to twist my words? Do you really think I'd do such a thing? That doesn't sound reassuring. Well, let's just leave it aside for now. Oh, thank you for what you did. I talked to Grace, he doesn't seem like a bad person. If it's just simple information collecting, maybe you can get it from her. This journalist must be the biggest pain in the ass I've ever met. And that's coming from me. I thought Vivi could be pushy. But this woman operates on a whole other level. Alright, that's easy. Next. So your mom moved to Erebonian. Yes, she couldn't stand Crossbell after splitting with my father, who's Calverdian. So she moved in with some distant relatives of her in the Empire. That was 10 years ago? Time really does fly. Oh, I think you've told me about this before. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That rings a bell, actually. Distant relatives of the noble McDowell family from Crossbell? That would be the parents of Eastern Lemaire, if I'm not mistaken. How did you... Of course, you're from La Mer yourself. You're right. Family trees can get so sprawling, you can't easily tell who's related to whom. In fact, that Baron's family are also distant relatives of my family. Oh? Maybe that's why your hair color is the same. Oh, that pearl grey shade is definitely unusual. But the two of you have almost the exact same shade. That's right, it runs in the family. We may be very distant cousins, but we share the same blood nonetheless. Oh, I had no idea. What a pleasant surprise. Aurelia Le Guin, a cousin. I'm glad to have you as my family, Ellie McDowell. Aw, that's so sweet. Now I'll tense up every time I talk to Ellie. And why would that be, Miss Crawford? No reason, no reason. I suppose this hints at the close ties between Erebonia and Crossbill, which stretch back centuries. Crossbill's also been cooperating with Calvin for a long time. And now they're in this awkward position when they have to choose between one ally or another. It feels so wrong. Oh, Alyssa. That's precisely the case. I probably don't have any right to say that, considering my own position. Oh no, your honesty is much appreciated. It was wonderful to talk to you, Alyssa. Same. Thank you for all the advice, Ellie. It's really nice to be in the company of people who really get along. Yes, friendship is beautiful, isn't it? I heard about Ellie's mother, or at least someone who seemed like her, living in an Erebonian town. Well, I guess that's what was nagging at me earlier. Alyssa and Ellie met in Crossbell and have been good friends ever since. Juno's friends with both of them. She's an amiable girl. But I wouldn't have seen it coming that they'd be chatting with the principal. Hey principal, I'm dying to know what the meeting was about. Come on, what are you and Muse planning? My, so you've been trying to figure it out. Patience, my dear, everything will be explained at dinner. It may surprise you, but, well, stay open-minded. Everyone who's taken part in planning is trying to hide how tense they are. It makes me a little worried. I really want to know everything ASAP, but we'll have to wait until dinner. And Miss Crawford's really coming to her own. She is. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, very well, thank you. Just catching up with some friends. Oh, we've been exchanging messages since we met 3 months ago. We discovered that we have some shared interest, huh? Shh, Ellie, don't tell him! What interest? Why is Alyssa so cagey about it? Wait, I have an idea. Oh, never mind. Ellie, let's talk about that in private. Okay, we're in a similar situation anyway. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Oh, you'd be surprised. Next to them, I feel like I'm a kid lost in the dark. Oh, you'll get there in time. Schwarzer, you could probably learn a thing or two from them as well. I'm not sure what the conversation was about, but I'm always reminded there's plenty of room for me to learn from others. Oh, most definitely. Oh, it turns out Liz and I have a lot in common, so I couldn't help but get a little caught up in our conversation. What's up, Rean? Weren't you planning to go talk to the others some more? Yeah, I'm just gonna, well, do that. I think it's safe if I forget all about what I just heard. Oh. Alright. As I was saying, that conversation branch has been broken. So, 2 areas, both with 4 people. I don't think it matters which side we pick first. So let's go this one. Feel free to go in if you wish to speak with his lordship. He's having a chat with the special support section at the moment. I've been instructed to let visitors in though. Alright, I'm a visitor, so let me in. And just for your information, I have been informed that after the meetings, before the whole dinner and conversation starts, that it's best that we leave the episode there, so the one after can be a very long episode without any cuts in it. Like, there's going to be a lot of things going on, things to discuss, events possibly happening, I have no idea. So I might cut this one a little bit short, so we can also keep the next one within reason without just being a 5-minute episode, if you know what I mean. So I'm probably going to go do this room, and after that leave the episode there. On the next one we'll then do all the others, and then before the next thing starts, meaning the dinner conversation and all that stuff, we can then leave the episode there for the one after that, and then go full force until whatever has happened. And again, thank you for the tips and not spoiling anything in the process. I can really appreciate that. Well, I'm proud to present while decisions crucial to Realm Fear and other crowns are being made. I'll prevent any interference, even if it were to cost me my life. Anything else besides this group? No. It's been a long time since we last met. Oh, we have had the chance to speak since the trade conference 2 years ago. It's nice to see you again. And you, I'm glad you all seem to be doing well. Lady Medine, it's also the first time in many years I have the pleasure to talk with you. While I wouldn't call these the ideal circumstances, I am delighted. You're a most impressive young lady now. Oh, you flatter me. It's good to have time to chat about non-official affairs, yes? Oh, so you've known each other for a while. Oh, Prince Albert was a good friend of my late father. Yes, we met for the first time over a decade ago. Somehow Alfred and I got on fabulously well, right from the start. We talk about politics, economics and social issues from evening till the early morning hours. The lakes and the marshes of Meriferia enchanted Alfred, and he'd often bring his family there. Oh, this takes me back. I was just a little girl back when I vaguely remember our visits. I mostly played with your niece. She was the same age as me, I believe. Oh, how I'd like to see her again. That's right. You two really liked each other, didn't you? Speaking of your niece. Oh, that's right. I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, there have been some rumors going about her. Yes, she's become intraceable lately. As her uncle, I want to protect her, but she's certainly not making it easy. Sometimes I think she does it to just spite me. Well, he's gotten really grumpy. He must care a lot about this niece, though he does seem a bit overprotective. Oh, he's always been like this. Apologies for the digression. I didn't mean to bore you with my family issues. Remiferia will gladly provide you with assistance, be it human resources or medical services. If the SS needs anything, do not hesitate to let me know. Theo, I'm aware of your family situation, if there's anything I can do. Thank you for the kind offer. It isn't as bad now though. We've even been keeping in touch more. That's a relief. Prince Albert is a friendly guy. And Muse knows him for a long time, so Alexi made connections early on. I should say hello to the prince too. You know, we've actually met Prince Albert on a few occasions. Some of our work with the SSS even involved his direct cooperation. Wow, really? I had no idea. Oh, that's not all he's done for us. We have a lot to thank him for. Right, like how he helped out with my parents. That's a surprisingly amount of shared history. But I guess it makes sense. For a head of state, he seems remarkably open and approachable. His lordship has done a lot for us, and we still need to thank him for most of it. True. Ever since I haven't seen his niece in a while, it would be a great chance to ask how she's been doing too. Ah, Mr. Schwarzer. Meeting you has truly been a pleasure, and what fortune that you turned out to be Muse's teacher. Oh, he's the best instructor I could ever ask for too. How wonderful. Perhaps when the world is once again at peace, you can visit Remeferia. It's a beautiful place and I imagine you would find much to enjoy. Well, we'd be honored, and I hope I can visit soon. Oh, it sounds like a perfect honeymoon destination. I had no idea your relationship extended beyond that of teacher-student. It doesn't. Please don't take anything she says too seriously. Definitely not. Because if it's up to her, we'd already be married, I'm sure. It is a great honor to meet you. These are tough times, but Remeferia will be able to provide you with assistance yet. Do not hesitate to ask me anything. I'll do everything in my power to support you. Thank you, your lordship. Yeah. Great letter of recommendation, I say. Oh, the Cayenne family has been indebted to the Grand Prince since my father's era. I'd love to visit Remeferia again. Doubtly so if I can go there with you. Come on. I get the impression she's trying so hard to put a happy face, but maybe I'm imagining it? No, you're definitely not imagining it. But she'll be fine. She knows we are there to look out for her, and if she ever reaches for that gun, we'll take her down. Right there and then. I can guarantee you that. No matter what the situation. Because that's what Rean do. If anyone sacrifices themselves for the greater cause, it will be Rean. Definitely. But for now, we're gonna leave it here as I stipulated before, so we can fit in all the other conversation in the next episode without it being a freakishly short one. But that's for next time. So for now, wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we round off all these talks before we're gonna have some dinner. So until then, bye bye.